So, good morning. There we are. So let's start actually with just some really gentle, small low golf swing. Not a low golf. So here's low golf. Here's high golf. We're just going to go a little easy. We're going to give ourselves a stretch. So I'm just stepping to the side and letting the strap pull my shoulder and give it a little stretch. Do you feel that? It's not even a real Pilates move. It's just a movement to let your scaps have a little moment of stretch. Yeah, that's it. And you're just gently, gently, gently waking up your obliques. But as you're getting this nice little stretch across your back, I want you to start waking up your feet as you pivot from side to side. And notice when you get to the side, that back foot, can you get all the way onto first toe and second toe? So your heel ends up looking like it's pointing in instead of folding out to the outside. And you can see the difference in the hip. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. That's it. Good. Yeah. And then you're going to start adding in just a little bit of pull. So as you go, you're going to gently pull your elbow over. Now this starts getting into Pilates territory, the rub the belly from the reformer machine. You're just pulling the elbow out, but you're also pulling your collarbones open. You're pulling your shoulder open. So we're not trying to get way up here. We're trying to train ourselves to open this space as we move the arm. Yeah? Good. That's it. Good. And as you're opening that arm, and you're still supported by your feet, then just check in with your head that throat is lifted. And if you're still in half asleep mode, it might feel like a long way up. Yeah? Good. Good. And one more each way. Just feeling that height. There you go. Good. All the way up. How's that? How's that feel? Good. And then we'll let our feet walk just into parallel. Now this should be alive. Big toe down, pinky toe down. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Good. And then we're going to take a step back, and with backhand hands, we're just going to let the front heel dig into the ground and the toes raise. Abs come up. Good. And then roll through your foot to come forward. Don't just fall. And other footsteps back. Find big toe. Good. Roll back and push the heel forward. Good. And then control rolling. So now again, we're waking up our whole core as we do this. There should be just enough resistance that you feel that mid-back have to stay on. And enough resistance that you have to fight falling forward, fight getting pulled forward. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fine Tuner. They say, hi, Mark. Late to class. Good. And then, again, think about your head, because I see a little bit of this going on where the head is forward to balance. So let that throat lift up. And see if it'll stay lifted even as you resist. And the funny thing about that is if you keep your throat up, even as you resist coming forward, the work tends to localize down here in the hips instead of up somewhere in your back. I know. We have all the answers right here in our bodies. Oh, so the front heel is, the front ball of the foot is raising up.
Oh.
Yep. And then you're controlling as you come forward as slowly as you can. Good. And then the next one, we're gonna step back. You have the front heel up. Now we're gonna hinge back, bend the back knee, pull back. Now you're in an Elizabethan play. Yes, my lord. And then you come all the way back up. Good, step forward, other side. Hinge back, pull back. Good. Okay, so we're in this curtsy motion. It's actually, if you think about it, it's our prep for our pistol squat. So as we hinge back and sit, we're not going to drop that spine line. We're going to keep it long, right, from the back side of us. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to use Mark as a, no, nothing bad. All right, if you had a dowel, he goes, oh, right? You want to have the sensation of it hitting your butt. Oh, can you guys even see that? Probably not. Butt, head, you need a darker, bigger thing. But picture this back here. And so, can you see that? So as I go, stays on my sacrum, stays on my mid back, and if it were longer, it would rest on the back of my head. Yes, better, Lisa. Yep, lift that chest up, lift that chest up. Now lift your chest up and your throat up. Chest and throat, not your chin. There you go. Yes, yes. Good, where am I? Yes, Lisa, way to do it again. Good, good. Deshelle looks great. Good. I'm sure that was good too, Mark. Good. All right. So now we're getting warm. Now we're gonna sweep those hands back. Come up. Feel your abs. Shift your weight forward. And then bring them down. Now you're gonna round forward like you're diving. Round back up. Step back with the other foot. Sit back. Sweep those hands back. Around, up, feel yourself rise with those arms, but you want to keep the tension here so you're still working to resist. Good. Step forward and then round down. And then round up. Yeah, makes sense? And then just alternate each time. Step back, sweep back, pull, keep the tension in those arms. You're open, you're, what is that? This is like the fairy on the front of the Rolls Royce. What's her name?
The Lady of Ecstasy.
Lady of Ecstasy? That's her name?
Yes.
Okay.
Designed by a bunch of men.
Well, but ecstasy also meant, like, it also can mean incredible emotion. It doesn't have to be sexual. Yeah.
Spirit of Ecstasy. Eleanor Velasco Thornton.
So can you see my hand here? So it's back, and then it circles in the strap. Yeah. So that's why when you keep tension, you want to be far enough back that you keep tension as long as you can as you come up, and then you can push down on the strap as you round down. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, that's it, Lisa. So now flip your hands so they're backhand and they sweep up and back. So they're backhand. Yes, yes. Whoa. That's the idea. Pull up. Good. Good. Yeah. Nice. Good. And then finish so you're evenly legged. Everyone get even on each side. I keep thinking do the same leg over and over again. Unfurl. Good. Good. Yeah, feel good? Shoulders should feel really good. You should hopefully feel like if this was all the Pilates you did today, you would feel like, wow, I just reset where I am and how I hold myself. Yeah? Okay, good. Good. Okay, you're free to go. No. 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 So let's do step back lunge, or the open skater lunge. So just opening up, pulling back like a warrior princess. There you go. Good. And we'll alternate sides. And remember, you can do the strap different ways. If you want to grab on for more resistance here, you can. And then your challenge is just like with the exercise we just did. We resist the pull, because if I have a lot of resistance here, it's really easy for me to just float back up. So if you are taking more resistance, then you have the responsibility to resist the resistance and slow down on the way back up. Yes. What was that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe he's jumping off the bed anyway. Good, yep. And then one more, I'm gonna hold it here on this side. So I've got my open position and I'm pulling, right? All I'm gonna do is punch across, pull it back up and down. So think of this one a little like sword pull on an angle. I'm pulling the elbow into my waist, pressing down, elbow back into the waist and opening up. The other arm is still holding from the shoulder blade. That's it, nice and easy. And I want you to feel your spine long from your tail, right? So we're not gonna push our chest down at it. We're asking the rotator cuff to do the job along with the shoulders and the pec. That's it. No, it's hard to see from this angle here. But at this angle, you can see that I'm a straight line down. Yeah, I think it's the way the camera hits here at this side. Good. All right, and one more. Keep that long line. Good. All right, now come up on one leg. Hold your balance. Good. Okay, arms open wide. Look, you're in star. Now you're going to rotate toward your mount. Arms stay wide. You're rotating around that leg, so it's going to feel like internal rotation on the standing leg. Yeah? So that toe is not facing the way you are. Then you come back to the side. Good. That's it. Yeah. And then, back to the ground. Keep that leg up. Keep that leg up. Good. Now, can you find that length, tail to head? What if you tuck your tail in a little bit? On the internal rotation, that hip is going to want to flip out. Can you pull it in? Yeah. And then back to the side. Good. Let's do two more. So, does this making sense, what I'm talking about with that internal rotation? So if you come from here and you're up, now I'm wrapping around the inside of this leg. And so this supporting hip tends to want to curve. If you're tight, I want you to pull it in a little bit. Tuck this little space in and see how it makes the other side lift. Yeah. Good control. Wow. Yeah. All right, so try one more like that because I feel like you got it. Yes? Yeah. Is that okay? Yes? That's it. Feel your length and then control the hip. And I'm talking about especially in the moment when you're face down, right? That is the moment. Good. Yes, and then you can come back up. And then your mid-back might be on a lot. So if you feel like you need a little stretch, go ahead and round back. If you back up, give yourself some support. Just give a nice Martha Graham moment, just hanging off, letting your abs pull, letting your shoulders go wide. So internal rotation is when we roll in here, yeah? It is not the same as adduction, when we close the door, right, so to speak. To squat properly, there is a natural amount of internal rotation that happens. The problem is when we also go internal with adduction, adduction. So don't be afraid of internal rotation because you need that joint to be able to move both ways, right? And that's what we're practicing now. Ta-da! So, here we go. We're gonna do our nice little open to the other side. Ta-da! Yep, and then control back up. And we'll just do 2 more on this side. We alternated the first time. We're just getting our brain back into this direction. Good. Good. And then we will hold it. And then here is our reverse start sword pull. So elbow into the waist, push down across your belly, elbow into the waist, back open. Yes, good control, Lisa. Good. Elbow into the waist, down across your belly. Good. All right, so when you feel like you've got the moving arm, check back in with the elbow side, the one that's the farthest from the mount. Pull that collarbone open and keep the mid-back on. Not by squeezing the mid-back, but by asking that shoulder and elbow to pull further away from your mount, away from your torso, away from your center line. And so Deshelle, really make it super precise. Pull the elbow in, rotate down, elbow in, only because it's sort of floating up here and I don't want it to get in your neck. So really, almost robot. Hand toward the mount first. Now pull, yeah, there you go. So hand toward the mount, close the door with your hand, with your fist. Yeah, that's, and then push across. Good, and then bring it back, open your door. That's it, and then let it open. Yeah, there you go. That, yeah. Yes, good. Good, all right. Your shoulders need a tiny little break. Are they ready to stand into their star? Okay, so here we go. We're gonna let ourselves lift up. Woo! Good, arms open wide. And then we rotate around, and then back to the side. Good. And all of us, when you get back to the side, can you get straight up? All 3 of us, we're hinged forward like this a little bit. Can you bring your line back up before you start again so you have a nice straight line going toward the ground? Yeah, so bring your chest back up, let your spine be long again. Good. That's it. And then that's it. Get yourself back in line. Ribs come back. Good. Okay, so you have that nice line when you're at the side. Now when you rotate down to the ground, remember your supporting hip. You're going to plug it in, even though you're wrapped around it. And then you can lengthen your spine from there. And keep the length as you come back to the side. Whew. Starts making both my glutes feel it. That's it. And then plug it in. Yeah, okay. And then go ahead and come up when you're done. Turn your back to the mount. And then just walk away from your mount. And then let your head fall forward and away from your shoulder toward whatever foot is forward. And then step back and switch feet. Let your head fall forward and away. And hopefully that feels good. Then we're going to back up a little bit, hands open wide. Now we're going to step forward and hug a tree. Push your hips at it. Good. Control stepping back. Good. And step forward, hug a tree. Push your hips at it. So that means you're using the back foot to push your hips, right? That's it. Use your foot to push your hips. Yes. Feel that power. Good. Can you hug a tree? Or are your straps too short? Too tight, Lisa? Can you hug a tree as you step forward? Oh yeah, you can. There you go. Good. I just didn't know if you'd step too far and given yourself so much resistance. Good. That's okay. You were in your moment. All right. And last one. Good. Okay, so I'm going to step forward with my left. I'm hugging my tree. Good. And then I'm just going to come down into a lunge. So I've taken a nice good step. We're just going to come down into our lunge. Good. Come back up, pressing with the back toe. I want you to really use that back first through third toe. So down. You're trying to lift the tree out of the ground. That's it. That's it. Good. That's it. Now as we go down, what if you tried to keep your weight a little bit back? So instead of coming down, it's so tempting when you're holding something heavy here against this force, you're going to want to push forward into it. Could you take maybe a little bigger step and come straight down? Still pushing with that back foot, but digging in a little bit with the front heel. Yes. Good. That's it. Last two. And last one. Stay down. Good. We're just going to open up toward the right. Find your front heel. Find it. Push it down. That's it. Good. And then come back to center. Open up to your left. Good. Open to your right. Find that front heel. Find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, find it. You're going to want to fall on the toe. Don't let yourself. Good. And to the left. One more round. Good. To the right. Good. Find the front heel. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Yes, I saw that. Good. And to the left. Ooh, good. Okay, ready? Push yourself up. Oh, onto that farthest leg. That's it. So hopefully it's straight. And the back leg will drag forward. Good. Okay, so then we're going to see if we can mountain climb. So bend both legs again just a little bit. Tap in with the back leg. Press back. Tap in. Press back. So we should have a lot of tension on there. Good. And I want you to think long spine, really long spine. So if you think of, oh, what is that statue, that sculpture?
Apollo?
Apollo, I think, in that position. Must be Hermes.
Mercury.
Mercury. Yes, the statue of Mercury, that's the one. Right? Yes, he's got a long spine. He's not bending backwards. He's on his mission. That's it, good. Good, now if you feel like you want to, you can lift the knee up. And my challenge to you is to keep your spine the same. So when you lift that knee, the sacrum is not going to curl under, nor is it going to tip up. It's going to stay just the same. Yes, good. Good, awesome. Good. And then last one, hold that leg back. So I'm still on my left foot forward, still right foot back. You've got your left foot back. Now all you're going to do is reach your left arm. Oh, pardon me. I think I said that backwards. Right foot forward, left foot forward, right foot back, yeah? Is that what we started with? Left foot, right foot? Okay. Sorry. Pardon me. So right foot's back. Right hand is forward pushing, yes? Then you're just going to take that right arm up, 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 up. Follow it with your spine, not just your chest. So my spine is following. Here's my chest. That means I've collapsed into my back. Really lift, lift, lift. When the spine can't go anymore, let the arm continue and circle it around. And then you're going to do it again. Hinge forward, press forward again. Lift the arm to the ear. Now lift the spine with the arm. Keep lifting your spine. Let the arm circle around. And you're going to do that 2 more times. I want to watch you do it. So for the hinge as you press, right? Because you were just in your, right? And then up, 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 up. Good. Oh, whoa, okay, so that was more mass than muscle. We caught you. So if that happens, shift your weight onto the heel of the front leg, right? Make yourself dig that heel under like you're doing a short foot from the heel. And that will keep you a little more honest. There you go, and spine all the way up. Good. Yeah, nice. Okay, and then step to home. Good. All right. So hopefully you're noticing that you're, even though you're pressing forward, you're resisting the fling back. So you're also using your mid back at the same time. So let's step forward with the other foot. Yes. So we had been stepping, right, with our. It's too bumpy. You got to move his toys out of it. We had been stepping forward with our. What am I trying to say? Climb a tree here. So we'll just remind ourselves what that was.
Sorry. Buddy. You're all right.
Good. All right. And then we'll finish with the right foot forward. And we'll just lower ourselves down in our lunge. So hopefully you took a nice big step. Good. That's it. And then just right back up. Good. We're just going to do 2 there. Just kind of warming that up. Good. And finding that front heel. Okay, and the next one we're staying down. So down, here we go. Now I've got my right foot forward, so I'm gonna open to my left, dig down that front heel. We're gonna try to get lighter on the front toe. Yes, that's it, and then open the other way. Ta-da. Good. Front heel as you open to the open side. That prevents you from falling into your knee. That's it. Good. Can you bend your back knee, Levy? There you go. That's it. And then the shell, I think it's camera angle. Can you tilt your pelvis up just a little, or your spine up just a little? I can only see. Yeah, I don't know. That looks better. Is that different? You can say no, Mona. Now you're imagining things. But I don't, because I don't trust your camera. So I'm not sure that I 100% trust what I see. No. All right. Okay. You good? Ready for a little mountain climber? So we're going to launch ourselves forward onto the front leg, bringing the back leg up. Then we sit back. Good. And then we start tapping in. And back. So we should be in a little hinge, right? Little sit. Yes. And we're keeping our weight on the front leg, the non-moving leg. We're not going back and forth in our body. Yeah, so minimize how much forward and back you're doing. See if you can notice it. Sometimes when the arm goes forward, and it depends on you, but it might be when the back leg comes forward that we tend to lean into the front strap. See if you can not lean into the front strap. What if you dig the heel in? On the standing leg. Dig it in, yes! Yes, good. Dig it down, dig, 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 get on your heel. There you go. Yes, yes, do that again. Come on, get ready for it. Right? If you were running fast, right? Have you ever heard runners? When you run, your foot is already pulling back before it even hits the ground, right? Your brain. So that front foot, if we're already thinking about the dig of the heel as we switch feet, right? As that arm comes forward and the foot comes forward, that is that running moment of already getting the power into the ham and the glute. Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay. Nice. All right. So then what? Oh, then we get to have our nice opening. So both arms forward. No, I'm sorry, not both arms forward. Left arm forward. You're on your hinge. We lift the arm. Spine lifts. Remember, not the chest lifts. Spine lifts. And then we circle it around. Come back into our hinge. Up. Spine lifts, right? So you're unhinging from the pelvis all the way up, and then hinge back forward again. Spine, 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 spine with your pelvis. Yes, good. If you're on the replay and you feel like being fancy, you can make that a windmill with the opposite arm and circle all the way up with two arms, one after the other, before you punch back again. Good, nice control. Yeah. Good. And then you can step back to home, you guys. So let's, you've got your feet together. Let yourself twist away toward your mount for a moment. Push a little bit behind you and then swing it over the top. And push a little behind you. Good. All right. And then we're going to face the mount. I'm going to grab on for a little more resistance. You might not need it. And we're just going to do high bicep. So collarbones open, arms forward, palms up. And you're just pulling toward your face. So pull now the heels and the ball of the feet toward each other. They're your beautiful foundation because that makes it a place from which you can pull your spine toward the ceiling, right? You can stretch that spine away from those heels. Yes, good. That's it. Nice and long. Good. And then we're going to do a Pilates squat, which is sitting like a chair. So make sure you have some resistance to hold on to, right? Either back up or grab onto your ropes. High bicep. Now think sliding your spine down a wall. There you go. Keep that back there. Good. Now pause there. You're holding yourself up with your arms. Let your sacrum, let your tail get heavier. Let it come falling away from your ribs. Then find your feet, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Yes. Good. And again. Pull in. Inhale, exhale down. Slide your spine down your wall. Inhale, exhale, stay there. Let your spine hang. Let your pelvis hang. Yep, make it get looser. You're hanging off your arms now. Good. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. Yes. Makes sense? Good. We're trying to actually give the legs a moment of rest, almost like you were hanging off of a pull-up bar. Pull again. Good. Slide. It's not really a moment of rest. But I want you to let yourself unhook from here. Let your lumbar, your pelvis pull longer away from your ribs. Some of us get down there and then we tighten this space. Instead, I want it to get looser. Good. Can you do one more? One more? Yes, yes, just one. Only one. That's it. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Stay there. If you have to shake it a little, right? Good. And then find your feet on the way up. Don't just float up. There you go. Good. And then arms come forward and then hinge forward. Tails up nice and long. Good. As you stand, pull your hands to either side of your hips in chest expansion, unhinging, just straight up. Good. That's it. And then you get to hinge forward again. Good. And now, if you still have that nice, heavy resistance on there, hopefully you're feeling like now your back is getting a little more traction. The straps should be pulling you a little bit toward the mount. And then come back up. Really strong, pulling back on either side of you. Good. Yeah. And forward. Nice big hinge. Good. And pull. Drive into your feet as you get there. Drive into your feet. So it's not me letting myself fall on my toes. Good. Can we do two more? I want to see that sensation of you being really connected to your feet as you come up. Because that's going to help keep the integrity of your spine. Yep. Find your heels. That's it. Get your shoulders. Yep. Good. That's it. Good. Nice. Yes. Nice. Good. Both of you. Nice. Awesome. You okay? How are we doing? Good? Good. I saw both of you kind of do this kind of motion. So I'm thinking maybe we should put the bars on and do a rollback. Does that sound like that sounds good? Yeah? Okay. All right. I know. This is funny because we're facing the other way, but your mid-back is decelerating. It's anti-moving. So we'll let it have a little stretch and put it back into place. Get a sip of water while I'm at it. Ugh. I'm so sorry. I mixed tea bags and I didn't really think about it, and the result is not good.
What did you mix?
I don't know, but I just grabbed. It doesn't taste good, like medicine. So from here, we're gonna let ourselves have a nice roll down. Press that bar to the hips. Pull your abs up away from this bar. And then let those hands brush forward over the floor. Good. Scoop your ab back in. And round up. Good. Yeah. Bring it up to your chest. Elbows tuck all the way to the sky. So find your feet. Pull back. Glutes on. 4, 3. Nice and tall. 2, 1. Good. Pull it right down the front of you again. Check your chin. Look at your pubic bone. And then all the way along the floor. That's it, good. Pull it back in. All the way back up. Good. Up to the sky. That's it. Find those feet. 4. Lengthen the whole spine up into your bar and down into your feet. Yes, remember it's a two-way street. Good. Let's do one more. Roll it back up. Good. And then all the way up. Good. And pull. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. And then we're going to turn ourselves. Actually, we have to get down to the mat first. First, we have to get to the mat. So we're just going to gently bring ourselves down to our knees. That's it. Good. And then we're going to Cleopatra sit. So in Pilates, there's a reformer move when your knees are together and you drop your hip to the side. So make sure you have a little bit of resistance on your bar because you're just going to let your hips fall to the side. And now you're down on your butt. Yeah? Perfect. And then your legs can come out in front of you. And you are ready to roll back. Can you guys see me okay? Am I blending in with the mat? Okay. All right. So we're going to just gently, easy, pull back. And I want you to really feel the stretch through your spine as you go all the way down. I know, it should feel good. We're not going to row yet. We're just going to take the arms up. Let the arms pull you up. So I want you to have that big hollow body sensation. Good. And then you get to round forward. Reach to your toes. And then stack your spine up and round back again. Nice and easy. Good. Inhale and then exhale. Lift those arms up. Scoop in. Let yourself be hollowed. So it's not an extension moment. Not today. We're really looking for that nice roundness. Good. And then reaching forward. Good. And then we'll do one more round. Yeah, one more time. I'm getting taller because I'm hitting the couch. That's That's it. Good. Good. And then stack it up. Good. Feel good? Okay, so then we're just going to add in a little bit of paddle. So we're going halfway back. I'm paddling first to my left, and I'm making sure that my right hip stays down and doesn't rock over with me. Yeah, and then coming back up, and then to the other side. Scooping the abs to pull back. Good. So if you can remember that hollow body sensation, how long your spine felt and how your abs were against your spine and letting it almost stretch over the energy, right? Your spine is stretching over the drawing in energy of the hollowness. Find that here.
Oh, are we going back and forth?
Sorry, I wasn't. I am now.
Well,
so as you go back, we're doing one at a time, right? One side at a time. Because I want you to feel and work on creating that hollow body sensation. So if you're like, I don't feel it, Mona, go ahead and take your bar, pull it up on the diagonal. You should hopefully feel those abs drop in again and get some of that sensation. And then come back up. So if that helps you, paddle, then pull. And then, yeah. That's right. So you're pulling it to the side. That's it. Makes sense. Good. And last one each way. Good. And then we're going to round our way all the way down. And this time we will row. Whoop. So pulling your bar all the way to your collarbones, way up high. Slow, 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 slow as you straighten your arms. So maybe you pull in 2 counts, but you straighten in 4 or maybe even 8 counts. Good. And what if your legs were helping keep your length here? What if the top of your foot was trying to be longer, pulling your heel and your foot away from your upper back? Good. That's it. And one more. Good. All right. And then your choice, if you want to have the nice high arms and let those help give you one more stretch. Do you guys get that stretch on the way up with the high arms? Do you feel that in your back? Does it feel good? Okay, good. Because I have learned from my reformer class that when I tell them things like, ooh, so now some nice, easy arm circles, they're like, these are not nice and easy. I'm like, doesn't it feel good to you? No, it's work. So every now and then I got to double check. When I think I'm giving you a treat and it doesn't feel like a treat to you, you have to tell me.
Halloween every day.
So do you feel yourself have a nice moment of length through the spine? Do you get that hollow body hang sensation? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. To pull the arms back. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was wondering. Okay, so next time we do it, say something first, and I'm going to watch you and see if we can help you feel stretch, feel length. So we are having our hand closest to the mount. I'm going to turn my back to you first. So hand closest to the mount. So this happens to be my left. We're going to extend your left foot toward the mount. Good. And then that left arm to the sky. And then we're just going to side bend. So the arm is set. So we're just working our side muscles with the shoulder. Yeah. And we're just side bending away. It's called paint the moon. If you were on a reformer machine, you'd be painting the moon. That's it. Now, as you're side bending, I want you to think of going, let's see, where's my hand? Up and over, up and over, up and over, right? So instead of trying to get it down to the ground, I want you to think how long you can arc. Yeah, so you might have noticed I moved my hand from my hip, which is pretty stable. I know now that it's been minding it, the hip is in place, to my ribs. And I'm going to try to get my ribs to lift over my hand. Hi, baby. Yeah? Are you getting a cramp there? So if you're getting a cramp on that top foot, rotate the knee forward and press the ball of your foot down a little bit. Not over hard because then you might stress the knee socket, but instead of, the one time I'm telling you not to rest in your heel, but actually let it roll forward a little. That's it, good. Good, all right. Then we're gonna take 2 hands on that bar. So I have the outside hand on top. And then we're gonna side bend. Then we're gonna keep pushing and pulling as we rotate and look at the ground. Think of it as like a funny little mermaid. Yep. So side bend. Now you've got one hand pulling, one hand pushing. As you rotate and look at the ground, you're getting length all the way down the side that's closest to the mount, right? That should be a big, long, beautiful stretch. Unrotate and come back up. So side, rotate, reach, pull it further away from you. Okay. Do you need to step closer to your mount, Lisa? A little bit? Yeah, try it. Try it. It'll feel better on your neck. So your head's not trying to push your arm over. So don't let your head touch your arm. There you go. Now you can straighten your arms more, right? You're here. Now you can reach them away and rotate toward the ground. And then back to the side and up. Yeah. That's it. Straighten your arms, straighten them out, bring them back up by your ears. Yes, right? So your ears are your markers there. That's it. Now pause right there. Yep. Hold it. Can you get over there? Good. Side bend. Rotate. Hold it. Feel the length all the way down from your heel to your fists. That's it. Better. Good. Good. I know nothing is for free in Pilates. You want that length? So let's do exactly what Deshelle is doing. If you were here, you can turn and pull away from the bar. So if you might need a little more resistance so that you can hang off the bar. And then we'll turn the other side. All right. And again, I like to start with my hand on my hip because I tend to hinge when I should just be stacked. So arm just paints. Shoop. Oop, I need a little more resistance here. Need a little something. Well, that's too much. There you go. Yeah. So we're just side bending. That's it. Good. And again, I'm starting with a hand on the hip because I tend to hinge at the hip, which makes me think I'm actually side bending. So you check you. And then when you're confident that your hip is staying in place, then move that hand up to your ribs and try to push your hand inward toward your center line while your body tries to lift over it. That's it. Nice. That's lovely, Deshelle. Good. Yes, and I see you thinking about it, Lisa. Oh, I see. You've got the opposite hand going though. So take your hand closest to the mat overhead. That's it. There you go. I was like, oh, you're really controlled. But wait a minute. Good. All right, so then let's take the outside hand on top too. Side bend, reach your arms a little further as you rotate toward the ground. Hold it. Feel the length between the heel that's closest to the mount and the fists that are farthest away, pushing that bar away from you. Then back to the side and up. Yep. Rotate, push. Good. Control. Side bend, rotate, length. Hold the length as you unrotate to the side and back up. Yeah. Side bend, rotate, length. Good. Hold it as you unrotate and come back up. Side bend, rotate, hold, unrotate. Good, nice. All right, let's do one more. Feel the length, that's it. Good, keep the length. And then come back up. Wow. Good. All right. And then you can bring your feet back in, step a little bit away from that mount, and stretch. How are we doing? I don't have cat training. But yes, you're doing okay? Okay. So if you can back up a little bit from your mount. I know we're running a couple minutes long. I can't quite see that clock. We're going to do a thigh stretch, hanging back. Pull the bar to your chest, and then just tuck your elbows, come up. Let it go forward and round. So we're doing a nice sort of a up. Hinge, tuck your elbows. Good. Forward, scoop your abs in. Sit back, pull it up. Yeah, you feel that? So it should be a nice, almost circular moment. We're letting, be careful on the way down. So again, there's that still that work moment. Yeah. Good. Yeah, if you want to take it all the way up, why not? Just control it on the way down. Good. And then the next time you're forward, then you can easy peasy let your bar go, just so it doesn't bang anything in your environs. Good. And then let your knees open wide, and then sit back in a little child's pose. And then in that child's pose, just notice, how did you sit there? Did you go back and tuck your tail way down? You can push yourself so your booty touches your heels. That's okay. But then I want you to come back up, and this time lift your tail, sit back again, and see if you can still get yourself back far. And it's probably not going to happen for most of us. You're going to try to keep that tail very far up. That's going to activate the front of your hip flexors a little bit, but it's going to keep the outer hip line longer. So instead of shortening it by tucking your tail under, we're asking it to stay longer and differentiate from the glutes. Good. And then you're going to let your knees open wide and you're going to let yourself come forward onto your forearms. And so your feet are out to the side and you're just going to let them gently fall open wherever it's comfortable. Yeah, good. And then again, check your tail. Is it tucked under? Can you let it release? You might have to come back in a little bit. In fact, that's a really good idea. Just let yourself walk back in and then walk back out. See if your tail will stay a little higher. Yeah, we're kind of unsticking the legs from the hips so you have a little more freedom. Good. Good. And then gently walk it back in. Put a little weight in your hands as you bring your knees back to center. Good. Hands to the floor. We're going to do a sassy cat. So pull your shoulder towards your hip. And then round up through the center and go the other way. And round up through the center. Good. Tuck your toes. Lift those hips up. And then set your heels down, pushing your weight back. Walk your hands in. Good. And then you can hang there for a moment if that feels good, or you can round up through your spine. Good. And then let's take one foot forward. And we're just going to reach up, push your hips forward, reach up to the sky. That's it. Now again, put distance between the back heel, the front heel, and your reaching hands. That's it. Good. All right. And then switch feet. Hi, baby. 1 second. Almost ready. Almost ready. That's it. Up. Good. So find. I know he's stretching. I know. Breakfast. He wants his breakfast. Hi, precious. He's so precious. So precious. All right. So take a nice breath in, you guys. I'll be thinking about you while I'm away. Good. Open up. Oh, thank you. I know. I'll be missing you guys. You're part of my everyday routine. Like, tut, tut, tut. Ah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a happy Thanksgiving.